Right, back at it again. First and foremost, I want to give our praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahara Kakwadash. I want to give double honors to the apostle, Jim Master Rule of Well. Peace, blessings, salutations to the hopeful elect out there. And this is I Never Knew TV. Not going to play the video. Unfortunately, YouTube strikes me for showing the snippet. So I'm not going to play the video. I recommend checking this video out. It's not the first time me seeing her, but I watched a couple of the segments that they had. Nariah Shallow, and as you see the title, Nariah Shallow, mothers creating the type of man they say they hate, part 4. And as we all, Jake, we ponder, we we just be sitting around meditating. We'll be talking. Me, um, seeing a lot of this, it stands, stood out to me because, you know, you just ponder on things because, you remember, seeing, going to certain schools or going, being in certain neighborhoods, and you just wonder. I always used to wonder why, like, yo, why did old boy used to act like that, or why was he, deranged like that? But again, everything what we experienced, growing up, and everything that's that we saw is being made, manifest. Things that happen in the dark is coming to the light, as the scriptures say. And what we saw growing up, because I'm in my 30s, so what we saw growing up, and now we seeing, you know, the 90s. I grew up in the 90s, and I saw the dysfunction there. I know brothers that's older than me that saw the 80s into the 90s and saw the dysfunction there. And now we see, the 2000 babies, the 2010 babies, and it's like, yo, damn, damage is fully set in. But you know, Esau, the so-called white man, he has capitalized off the dysfunction of our people. And again, as a society, you take the women, you destroy the women, and this goes back to the Willie Lynch. All you have to do is read the Willie Lynch letter, and it breaks, and it goes right into what we're seeing today. And when you read Exodus, the first chapter, it tells you why. Because the Israelite man is a threat. The so-called black, Hispanic, Latino, Hispanic man, West Indian, Native American man, they are the threats to society. To Esau, the so-called white man, his whole infrastructure. Esau knows who we are. He knows that the fact that we are the Hebrew Israelites of the 12 tribes. And he's an imposter. He's not the true Ish people. And the people that's in this land and that's in the land right now, you know, they're not dealing with no curses, and they were put there by a declaration, not through Yahweh Shah. And the curses are evident on our people. That and that signifies who we are. Here it is. You got a people that so-called entitled themselves. They're the people. They're the chosen, but you don't fit nothing. You don't fit the bill. You don't fit the curses. You're not going through anything. You're established, and you thrive off our dysfunction. That's the thing about it. And yeah, like I said, I would check out this video. You know, this is happening. This happened rampant during the 90s, and it's even worse today. And man, I understand it's a reason why this is happening, but it's like, damn, as Jake, be pondering, think being a man, you know, you just feel sometimes like, damn, yo. Look at these so-called black women today. even the Hispanic woman, Latino woman, man. And they're not much better. They're a little bit better. I be around them. I know. I hang around Northern Kingdom. I know a lot of them, and those women are not. I mean, the older ones, they were way better, but these new ones, Northern Kingdom, man, you can just forget about it. A lot of them have issues as well. I even, this right chick, she was funny as hell because she was like, "Yo, I don't think you really want, no Hispanic or Latino chick because once you're in their world, they'll talk. They trust you and deal with you. They'll talk. But there's a lot of problems with them as well. That same thing they're doing to their children, the so-called black women doing to their children, destroying them. Unfortunately, it's happening here in America because here in America it's just a land of lust, man. It's just a land of no guidelines, no order, no destruction. It's really just a land of so-called mirth. You come here, you ball out, you live life, you get this American dream, but it's complete emptiness. So a lot of time, what happens is men come here, especially in the kingdom, they come here and they end up they some would do good or basically they just fall on they fall into the lifestyle. A lot of them crash and burn because what comes with it. And the Iskar chick, she was basically saying, "Yo, just get you an Edomite, just get you an Edomite chick, man." But I'm gonna read this and I'm gonna end it. So Sirach 30:1. It said, "He that love his son causes him oft to feel the rod, that he may have joy of him in the end." Because again, man, especially now, the gears are turned for your kids to hate you, not to like you, your kids to don't even know about his sexual preference through man the what is it, this the injection they give to children, the school system that you got to put your children in, and then you got Edomite women that'll fucking try to teach your kids. So again, it just this world we live in it's ass backwards, man. So I said he that Slacky. So you correcting your child, and I guess another thing they don't even want you to correct your child. So they want your kid to crash and burn. He that chasteneth his son shall have joy in him. Because another thing too, they demonize the father image. So it's like being a father is just is not it's emptiness, man. And, I go I be out and about and I look at these women, I'm like, damn, yo, it's a nice looking chick. Damn. I'm looking at another kid, I'm like, yo, damn. Ooh. But it's like, yo, it's just gonna be it's not gonna be it's not gonna be pleasant. You bring kids in this world, man, the shit you gotta do. Esau made it that having children, the Lord said to be fruitful and multiply. Esau made it a burden. Esau made it like Esau. Man, Esau, man, this society has to go. So I say, he that chastens his son, he shall have joy in him, and shall rejoice of him among his acquaintance, because you having your son, you're correcting him, you're teaching him, you're raising him up to be a upstanding man. He that teacheth his son grieveth the enemy. But another thing I wanted to say, that's it. That's what I wanted to say. The mothers and the angry man that if bros know about the YouTube, the angry man, he said a good thing about this too. It's not about the father presence because as men, we're not gonna be fucking at home every fucking day. You can just get that out your fucking head. That doesn't even make sense. If you're a man in this society, especially in the society we are in today, there's no way a man can just literally be there. If you got children, you have a household, and you're a man, especially if you got your own business, dude, man, how the fuck can you be at home every fucking day? And this is, and there's no understanding. It's no, especially we live in a world where rent is $2,000 goddamn dollars, and that's just not to hear bullets. You might still hear guns and your shit may get broken into if you're paying $1,200. But um, my point of saying this is these mothers that we have do not instill the father's present. They don't teach the children. Your father had. He had basically, as Judith knew the history of Israel, Yasharallah, and understood, what was going on, the condition we were in. All these women that we having these kids by, they don't understand the fucking condition that we're in. Yeah, your pops had to go. He'll be back. He left on a Monday. He might be back Wednesday. Your father loves you. That's why you have to, be on point. Here it is. We live in a society where, the enemy is waiting for you to fuck up, to be a degenerate. You can't harm, you can't shame us, you can't shame your father. But basically what I'm saying, the mothers don't instill the imprint of your father. There's no fear in the house. And then these mothers wonder why, their sons shame them, are fucking degenerates. You know, and these women also say, you know, this is the most easiest thing ever, right? Women always talk about, oh, men do this and men sleep around, do this and do that. If a man is, men get girl pregnant, they this and that and this and that. Well, listen, we all understand when you fuck and screw, have sex, it's a possible chance a baby's gonna come. What's the safest thing if you don't want to have a kid? You don't have sex. Keep your fucking legs closed. Simple and plain. I remember growing up, that was, I remember, I want to say that roughly the 2000s. That's when that freaky deaky, you know, oh, the girl gotta be wide open now. But prior to that, the girls were just, they were, a little shy. They were, they knew to just keep their, if they wasn't in a relationship, they didn't, woman wasn't, shit's completely changed, man. Slockies for the rent. But it says, though his father die, yet he is as though he were not dead, for he have left one behind him that is like himself. So if your father was an honorable man, his sons shall grow up to be in his same fashion. And also as a father, if you have a daughter, you're gonna find her an honorable man to deal with, to join her unto. While he lived, he saw and rejoiced in him, and when he died, he was not sorrowful. He left behind him an avenger against his enemies, and one that shall requite kindness to his friends. He that maketh too much of his son shall bind up his wounds, and his bowels will be troubled at every cry. And again, these women, hey man, they allow their children, their sons to do anything. Kevin Samuels, man, the late great Kevin Samuels, he went into this a lot. How These mothers destroy their boys. They raise their daughters, but they destroy their boys. And that's all goes back to the Willie Lynch. These mothers will teach their daughters is, be, use what they got to get what they need. Independent, strong, and we thought it was right. It sounded like it was good, you know. As a mother, it was good to, that it sounded good that you didn't want your little, your little son to not be angry. So when he leave the house, he doesn't get into trouble. So you demasculate him, and you tell him not to, you know, fight nobody, not to hurt nobody, and love everybody. But that, that doesn't work. Not here. And that's not even reality. And then you teach your daughters, man. You teach her to be very headstrong, uncorrupt, uncorrupt, I can't say the word, but these daughters, and again, the damage is done and is evident was what has been going on, because the when you go outside, you see it. It's not, it's not, it ain't too much to that. You see it. And a horse not broken becometh headstrong, and a child left to himself will be willful. The majority of what mothers do, they don't raise children, they just maintain them. They just have a house for them, they just feed them, they just give them shelter. But far as wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, and raising them and leading them and building them up to be something, women can't do it. A woman can do that to a man, and a woman can't do that to her own daughter. A woman don't know how to pick a man. It's up to a father. My one thing our people really have failed to realize: a man's presence, austere man's presence can change a lot of shit. That shit can change a lot of shit, man. I always use this analogy. If I was a robber and I was a bad guy, who you think I'm going to? Who do you think I'm going to mess with? Now here it is. You got P Street, you got O Street. P Street got ruthless guys that are, they got men in every house. They got them, they is well structured. If you go in there, I got to deal with all the men. They're gonna come out and it's shit. They gonna get at me. Or when I go on O Street where there's no men in the house, I can go in and out. I'm not gonna be met with any resistance. I can just go right up in there, and there's not gonna be no pushback. Who do you think? If I'm a bad guy, who do you think I'm gonna go? Whose house you think I'm going up in? I'm going in O Street, man. And that's what has happened. Esau broken the austere men of our nation, and now our living quarters of where we dwell, the place that we dwell, fucking gangster. The places that we dwell has become a easy picking target for these big corporations to leech and destroy and eat off our dysfunction. So it says, conquer thy child, and he shall make thee afraid. Play with him, and he will bring thee to heaviness. Laugh not with him, and that's what I'm saying. These girls, these women that have these boys, that have especially they boys. Shit, I'm in my fucking 30s, and my mom's still my baby. Man, yo, I look at him like, yo, come on, man, relax. And but you get the point. These women, these mothers, they don't ever look at their sons as grown men. They look at them as little babies. So at the time where the boy should be learning how to growing up to be a man, they don't see him as he. They still see him as a little boy, a little baby. That no, just he's just a child. He's just a baby. He can't do no. You know, y'all protect the little boy so much he can't grow. And that's why when he goes into the society, he's prey. That's like a fucking lion you take from a jungle from a kid, a little baby, and you raise him in a fucking house, in a backyard, and fed him. And then all of a sudden, something happened where you got to just let him go. So you got to ship him back to his natural state in the jungle. And now the lion don't know what the fuck to do. You just made him prey. And that's what has happened to the so-called black, starting with the so-called black man, due to the fact that Esau, the so-called white man, took the fathers out of the house, and he set up the mothers to be in that stead. And even my family, I look at certain shots like, yo, what the fuck are you doing, man? What the fuck is going on? That's what, But it says, verse 10, laugh not with him, lest thou have sorrow with him, and lest thou gnash thy teeth in the end. Give him no liberty in his youth, and my goodness, man. And wink not at his follies. Man, these women they don't check nothing, man. They can't really, man, women can't, they can't lay down the law. They can't put the foot down. I've seen these women, when they try to, when they try to beat the children, man, the fucking mom, man, she beating you and verbally abusing you. Because, she really has to, like, go off on you to really get fired up, to really try to inflict something on, to make, basically my point is she can't do it, man. She ain't got it. Man, a father alone, he'll give you a look like, hey, yo, my man, stop playing. And you already know right there, yo, let me relax. Because father gonna fuck me up. My pop's gonna fuck me up. Does it take much for a man to, inflict his law on children? So it says, give him no liberty in his youth, and wink not at his follies. Bow down his neck while he is young. And that goes for anything, man. Dogs, horses. Man, that's what I'm saying, man. Jake is through. Jake done. Esau knew what he was doing. And that's why now in 2023, these videos and these lessons are coming out of what the damage has, what Esau have done to our nation. And that's why Jake ain't gonna make it. Jake, and the thing about it, the Lord said we are a stubborn and a foolish people. So Jake is stuck in their fucking ways, man. Jake is stuck in their ways, so it's to the point of no return. They just gotta go. Bow down his neck while he is young. Beat him on the side while he is a child, lest he wax stubborn and be disobedient unto thee, and so bring sorrow to thy heart. See that? So since there's no order in the house, Big Mama drew your grandfather blood pressure up to his death. Again, there's no order. The uncle, these, man, it's like, and I even look at it as me, man. I say little things, and my people give me this side look like, yo, I'm the most craziest thing on fucking ever, but they don't look, all the shit's going on. They don't say nothing, but when I say my little words, or what y'all they should be doing, or they eye go up. I'm like, hey, fuck it. I'm the crazy uncle, I guess. But you get the point what I'm saying. These it's no apt to. First, we don't know who we are. There's no teaching of who we are that's in the household. And then it's just too much leniency in the household. Oh, that's a little child. Oh, that's a baby. These kids of ours, these kids in today's homes have too much fucking mouth. Like they actually have Esau literally has created a democracy in your house with your child. So it said, chastise thy son and hold him to labor, lest his new behavior be an offense to thee. So there you have it. I'm going to wrap it up. We've edified. Shalom.